Konbanwa, good evening, NPCs. It is I, Loki the Mad Titan, and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls V Total Conversion Mod. Nope, that's not it. The Elder Scrolls V modded series, Interesting NPCs. I decided to shorten the title. The last episode actually did better than any episode of this series previously, and all I did was shorten the title. So it is still interesting, immersive, and forgotten. But Forgotten City was forever ago. I say it at the beginning of every episode. Immersive world encounters are still going on, and there are a bunch of other little mods like cutting room floor and things that I don't talk about that much, because mainly what are we doing? We're doing interesting NPCs. So that's the focus of the series. And let's just leave it there. We had found Ariel, the witch. I think she's still sitting in her, the witch, the vampire, over here. And she has a quest, but we can't do her quest because we are also a vampire. And apparently, excuse me, Doggery, like, can you not... Is everybody inside now? Because you all weren't before. It looks like it might be all of them. I believe I have 13, I don't even remember anymore. 13 or 14 people with me. I almost lost all of them. Which was kind of funny. Can I get out? Can I get to the door? I just need to... There we go. So what are we going to do now? We're going to do... I meant to go look up because I had a couple new subscribers. God damn it. I hate it when I do that. I just get so excited to start the episode that I forget to actually do my homework first. If you are a new subscriber and you are watching this series, thank you very much. I will be giving you a personalized shout out in every series, because especially when YouTube tells me, but doesn't, I have no idea what you're watching. So since I have 7 series going, I just give you a shout out in every series. That way I'm covering all my bases, and hopefully you hear it and you know that I appreciate your subscription. And if you've not subscribed, I didn't ask for 300 episodes, and then I asked for like 300 episodes, and I'm damn near 700 episodes now, and I'm just like, yeah, you do what you gotta do. Like, if you enjoy my content, even just the tiniest bit, you know what to do. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna talk about it that much because it just, excuse me, go. It just seems silly. Is there a waterfall over here or something? Yeah. Pouring like an avalanche coming down the mountain. I don't mind the sun sometimes, the energy it shows. I can taste you on my lips and smell you in my clothes. Cinnamon and sugary and softly spoken lies. What kind of fish were those? I'm sorry, what now? Oh, and there's a... And we crashed already? What the... What? Alright, and we're back. And in this universe, a mud crab decided to
that went pretty well.
come into the water and attack me for some bizarre reason. And Eric the Slayer lived up to his name. Apologize for the singing already ahead of time. If you are new to the channel, dozo yoroshiku onegaishimasu. If you're new to the series, hajime mashite. And if you are regular, and we crashed again, what is it about this waterfall? Holy Jesus. Now, amusingly enough, this is like the worst start of an episode ever. Mrs. Foyce has talked about the music glitch, and I've, for the most part, not noticed it, because I'm always like into what I'm doing or into what I'm saying, but I 100% notice it now. So there's some sort of like Forgotten City music glitch. So like 2 different songs are playing at the same time now. Very strange. I really want to go down that waterfall.
It's a shame that was necessary.
It was just a mud crab. I really want to go down that waterfall, but it seems like it really doesn't want me to go down that waterfall. The fish that were there were spade fish. Wait, who are we fighting now? Who?
All over now. Good riddance.
Oh, a slaughterfish. I didn't even see the slaughterfish. Damn. Alright. Well, I mean, with this many companions, as I said previously, I shouldn't really have to do much fighting, but somehow, some way, I still end up having to do most of the fighting. Alright, yeah, the music is actually annoying. How has this not bothered me in the past? Like, now that I hear it, I can't unhear it. I might have to actually turn the music down. Yes, I'm just trying to go a different way. Yeah, seriously, this is bothering me now. I'm just gonna make it. Hopefully that's quiet enough that I don't really hear it for the most part. Spadefish, though, I'm not that familiar with spadefish.
What was that?
Oh, he didn't even die. That was bizarrely impressive. Where are you?
What was that? Ha! Found. I'll try and make this go.
Thanks for shooting me.
You're outmatched.
Who said?
The Forsworn will reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Yeah, can you shoot one of the other 14 people, please?
As they lived.
They died as they lived? Like, what? How'd they live? Bruka's Leap Redoubt. I do not... With all these mods on, and it being Anniversary Edition, I never even finished the intro, Jesus Christ. I don't remember... I don't even know... I have a quest marker. I don't even know what quest I have on. I don't remember so many of these places. And I don't know what's what. Alright, I mean, here's the waterfall. I came to it from a different angle, like I said I wanted to, but I'm super nervous to even get any closer. What is it? Since when do waterfalls cause crashes? We've not had crashes in this series forever. Forever. Alright, I'm going to try to finish the intro without a crash. If you're new to the channel, those are Yorushko Nagaishimasu. If you're new to the series, that is Jimmy Mashde. And if you're a regular, like Mrs. Voice, who I'm going to dedicate this series to, because she's the one who had suggested playing interesting NPCs. I did add a bunch into it as well, but the core concept of the series was interesting NPCs, and I really had no idea how big it was, so I was like, I didn't know if it could have been its own series. That's why I added in other things, and it for sure could have been its own series. Alright, I'm going to take a look at the quest just to see what quest we have on. Return to Telthar at Widow's Watch. Oh, okay, so we're still doing this quest, which I do kind of want to finish that quest. I'm going to do something wacky wild. Sorry, that one snuck up on me. I am still sick, but I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good today. Probably shouldn't say that. Knock on wood. I don't know why. We're going to drop a save because I am stubborn as F. I am stubborn to the point where it's detrimental to me sometimes. I really want to go into that waterfall. I want to catch some spadefish. I want to see what was in that chest that we saw. It's a Lucy. Hey, Lucy. Hey, girl. Okay, good. You're not a hostile Lucy, because I hate...
They live no more.
Who? Who lives no more, Pinhead? Okay. I don't even know. We went down so many waterfalls. I think this was the one that had the chest. I think. If it crashes again, I'm just going to tap out on trying to do the waterfall stuff. Man, getting to this chest is a struggle, not going to lie. I feel like I'm over encumbered, but swimming. And is it even probably going to be worth it? I had to lockpick underwater in a waterfall. Just kind of funny. Whee! Revenant. Reanimate a powerful dead body to fight for you for 60 seconds. Okay, I'll take it. Alright, can we get out of the water and grab the Nern root? Now I feel like, was it the spadefish? Were somehow spadefish caused? Because there's no spadefish now. Can we get to the surface, please? Alright, so what if I go down this one? There's totally... Yeah, what if I don't go in the water? What if I just come over here? There's a Lucy in the water. And all my dudes are over there. Okay. Lucy, get out of water. Is there any spadefish in here? I would love to... I had grabbed a couple in one of the universes before it crashed, and no, these are just regular boys. Where... I don't know what Lucy's doing. Or how she's doing that. I don't need a salmon. I wanted a spadefish, whatever the hell that is. Never seen that before.
Feast on their remains.
Alright. Somehow I ended up with Doggery being the main dude again. So we have to keep hearing him say crazy, creepy stuff. Oh wait, there's still another waterfall? Okay, because they killed another mud crab. There's a lot of Nern root here. I still didn't finish my intro, did I? If you are a regular, like Mrs. Foyce, like Teresa, Okai Nasai, welcome back. Welcome home.
Future promises nothing, save your death.
I don't know who we're talking smack to. Who are we even talking smack to?
Come on, Ugly. Let's dance.
Who are we talking? Thank you so much for spending time with me. Oh my god. I don't know who we're talking.
From decay to dust.
Everybody's talking smack. I don't know who we're talking smack to. Yeah, there's another. This just keeps going and going. I don't even know where we are. Where are we? We're going down from Dragon's Bridge. So apparently if you follow the water down from Dragon's Bridge, it's just... Or up? Okay, if you follow the water up the Dragon's Bridge, it's waterfall after waterfall after waterfall. And yes, I've already tempted fate. Here. What? We'll drop another. I'm scared of waterfalls now. I am scared of waterfalls now. Officially. I have become scared of waterfalls. It's just silly because I normally like going down the waterfalls. That's like kind of a thing I normally do. What are you? Excuse me, a what fish? A pogfish? I don't know if I have pogfish. Oh, come here. Come here. I don't know. It says obtained a pogfish. I don't know why I need a pogfish. One more waterfall? Oh, that was a good one. It's like a roller coaster. Alright. You just look like regular guys. And I missed somehow. How did I miss all three of you? There we go. Just hiss carps. Normal things. Alright, so we're under the Dragon Bridge. I still kind of want to go back and get a spadefish just because I don't think I've ever had one of those before. Alright, but let's actually do the quest. Where are we going? Quest marker, where are you? Does anybody see the quest marker? I lost the quest marker somehow. It's that general direction. Oh, it's up. Alright, Widow's Watch. Yep. I know where that is. I know where that is. I've been there before. We're still definitely going to the College of Winterhold. At the suggestion of Mrs. Foyce, because there's... With all the interesting NPCs, there's a lot of their stories are intertwined. So, like, I knew when I met that dude, the crabbing dude, that there was more going on with him then they were... Oh. Hi. I wasn't expecting you to just be standing right here.
You've returned. Did you find the gems?
I have them right here. What are you doing out here? Where's Froa?
I had her stand watch over by the shoreline and clear the area in case you returned.
I don't know if I trust this dude. What are you doing out here?
Standing here allows me to serve as a deterrent for any pilgrims seeking shelter.
Alright, I had them right here.
Excellent. We should release them before the Thalmor have an opportunity to reclaim them. Follow me.
It does say or travel, and I kind of would rather just fast travel if that's an option. Oh, never mind. It's literally right over here. So, kind of silly. Alright, I'll go kill the Horker for him, I guess. What's up, Mr. Tusk?
Battle is over. Pray we see another.
It was just a Horker. It's fine. Oh, he's running now. No, stop. Keep going. Keep. Alright, I don't know why he's stopping. I think I see Froa up there. Is he coming? No. What? Why is he running away? Bro, what are you doing? Why are you stopping here? What are your motivations for helping mankind? What are your thoughts on the Thalmor?
They're rather selfish, actually. Assimilation into the Ether is not something I prefer. The world is far more interesting as a puzzle to be solved, rather than an answer that is known.
It's still kind of a cryptic answer, but okay.
Their motives are understandable. They see Talos as a child, one who pulled the string that unraveled the thread of existence. Thus the thread must be recoiled like a spool of yarn, to knit space and time as the eight see fit. In fact, one might argue their goals are rather noble. If anyone is a villain in this tale, it would certainly be us.
Alright, he said that before. So that's not, I don't know. I'm just going to go over and talk to Froa, I guess, because he's not pathing correctly. And I don't know why he's not pathing correctly. What's up, girl? Oh, now he came. I want you to join my party. No? I mean, yeah, I do, but no. Not in the middle of a quest.
Yes.
I'm sorry about before. I know you loved your sister, in your own way.
I'm not sure what you mean by love. She was a valuable asset.
You really don't know when to shut up, do you?
I see. Perhaps it would be best then if you held on to this.
What is this?
When I arrived, my sister was still alive, but fading. I didn't realize I had the soul gem on my person.
You mean this? This is her soul?
I'm afraid so.
Such a tiny little thing. It fits right in the palm of my hand. And you can set her free? Set them all free?
I believe so.
Then she won't have to go to Sovngarde alone.
I'm afraid I don't understand. Elves are allowed in Sovngarde.
You're doing it again. Just shut up and try not to ruin the moment.
Ahem. I suppose all that's left to do now is proceed. This is a very delicate procedure. Fracturing the gems could easily damage the souls inside.
No need to go over the particulars. I trust you'll do your best.
Why wouldn't I give my... Oh, never mind.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? How will we know if it worked?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is what pious mortals call relying on faith.
Then I pray the 9 are with you.
I call upon thee, spirits of Nern, from here to beyond the sleeve of dreams. No longer are you bound to the chains of earth. Return to worlds from which all life flows. Rise, sons and daughters of Talos. Free yourself from this mortal coil, and rid our world of the immortal one.
By the Divides! It's working! Where is Arlwain? Is it really you?
Indeed. I see you found my brother, and just as importantly fulfilled our father's promise. With these souls returning to Etheres, Talos' spirit has never been stronger.
I didn't do anything. It was all her. She's the one that deserves your thanks.
Who, me? Me? Am I supposed to talk to her?
Ah, adventurer, it seems I am forever in your debt, as are all who seek to keep the serpent uncoiled. What awaits in the next life I know not, but I know my will is my own.
It was my pleasure, my lady. So you're saying I was smart not to use you to enchant my sword? Enough of this serpent nonsense. I want my reward. You still owe me a conversation. Remember, you asked me to... Oh. Yeah. You still owe me a conversation. Remember, you asked me to bring the wine? I'm going to hit on a ghost.
Ah, right. I'm afraid I will have to renege on that promise. My time here is short, but I am glad I was able to spend it in such good company. Drink the bottle for both of us, and maybe one day, when you leave this mortal coil, we'll have time to share another.
No.
Did that actually happen? Was it really her?
I doubt it was anyone else. It is far more difficult to impersonate someone from the other side.
Good times or bad, you never change. I'm almost afraid to ask. Where will you go next?
I will return to solitude and await further orders. My sister's enthusiasm aside, Talos worship is still on the decline. This war is far from over.
What about you? What will you do now?
My journey is far from over. I still have many things to do. I'm going to a tavern to get drunk. I'm going home. I need a rest. Same thing I do every night, Froa. Same thing I do every night. This one.
In that case, I want you to take me with you. You helped me. It's only right I return the favor. Just say the word and I'm with you.
Okay, well then don't walk away. Hold on. Hold on.
You should try running on bare feet sometime.
I don't know if I have a slot open. I'm pretty sure I don't. Right? It's gonna tell me no. Tell me no, mod. Yeah. Okay. Jade.
Yes?
It's time for you to leave my party because I know where she's gonna go. Goodbye, Jade. Thank you for exploring with us. Please pop up the message saying she's gone. Please. There we go. Okay. Froa! Hold on. Oh, your feet gotta be so cold, girl. You don't have boots on.
When our great ancestors know.
Alright. And then I gotta wait for her. How about you? You got anything else to say while we're waiting for her?
If you'll excuse me, I must return to my duties.
Okay. Alright, so she's with me now? Yeah? Let's double check.
Yeah?
Alright, cool.
Only the dead find peace.
Alright, so here's my new troop. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I swear I had 14 at one point. 12 seems right, though, because it's supposed to be 10 companions. No, it should be 13. And she's walking away. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Where's Doggery? Alright, I don't know where he is. Again, it's being a little weird. Because I have 10 companions. Then I hired Eric. So he's a guard dude. And Go counts as a pet. So they don't count to the total. And then my actual real companion, who I'm not even sure who that is right now. It seems like it's Daggery, considering he's the one who's doing the main barks. Who's that? All the way over there. Oh, that's Jade. She's going back. Okay. So let's just go to the College Winterhold and stop rambling. I like ever so briefly popped over here before, but did not explore through and did not speak to any interesting NPCs. And there for sure is going to be some interesting NPCs in here. Now what I have to do at some point in time, like once I feel like I've found everybody on my own, I'm going to have to go... Alright, this is going to be a little bit challenging. Gentlemen, can you... Gentlemen? And there's Daggery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's everybody else? Can I jump on the wall? And then, there we go. Yeah, figure out like who has quests and yada yada yada. Alright, let's look for people I don't recognize. You look familiar even from behind.
Don't like those eyes you've got.
I believe I've
There's
made
a bad
myself rather
hunger to
clear.
Alright, they're having their little argument I don't care about.
Of course. I'm simply trying to understand
Who are you?
the reasoning behind this.
College guard.
If you're here for sightseeing, well then you've seen the sights. Might as well head somewhere warmer.
Alright, you look familiar.
I'm working on some very important research, I assure you.
Also, by the way, he looks like father from... he looks like daddy from freaking Enderall. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be ever able to look at him the same now. Alright, I don't know where anybody is. So we'll just have to explore around and stumble across them organically, which is how I prefer to do it. I mean, I probably could just look everything up and be like, oh, this person's here, this person's there. And I don't mind Mrs. Foyce giving me little tips here and there to kind of get things rolling, point me in the right direction. So we're looking for somebody in here. Somebody that I theoretically will not recognize as being from Vanilla. And there's just nobody.
On a larger scale, the college is an institution for lesser talents. A cadre of future priests and battle mages.
Okay. Yeah, nobody. That's not my dudes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, I have 13 with me right now. Which that sounds right. Oh wait, no, you're... Phineas.
I care little for idle conversation, but perhaps you need help with conjuration magic. If you require assistance with summoning techniques, please let me know. If you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college.
I mean, I always take training if you got training. Apparently I bought from him at some point in time. I don't remember that. Can you teach me about conjuration?
I'll teach you some of what I know, but be careful.
I can't learn anything from him. Unfortunately, even with all that gold. What you got for sale?
So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
Sure. What do you got? You got some spells I don't have. So I'll take those.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Alright. I feel like I've gone around in a circle. Daggery. We got a trapdoor. Oh, no, I don't want to go in the midden. The midden's kind of crazy. I mean, maybe we'll go there eventually. Adventury?
It leads. I follow.
Okay. Anybody up here? Let's see. No. No. Where the hell is everybody? No. Alright, wait, who are you? What? Why are you? Alright, that's Colette. She's vanilla. But she might be able to teach me. Oh, she's just practicing.
You consider restoration a valid school of magic, worthy of study, don't you?
I mean, yeah.
Don't you?
Yes, shut up. Of course it's valid.
Good. Good. Not that I require validation, of course. There are just some, and I shan't name names, who would disagree. It can make life difficult when one's colleagues fail to recognize the research one engages in.
Okay. That's weird. It's acting like I've bought from her as well. I don't know that I have. Can I train?
I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
No, I can't. Nobody will train me.
Spells and incantations for those with a talent to cast them.
Okay, just what else you got? You got anything I don't have? No, you don't have anything I have. Okay.
Until next time.
Alright. No. Wait, what? What's happening? What was that? What is happening? What is this? What is that? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what that is. Why is my vision going blurry and my heart beating? Am I falling in love? Alright, sure, we'll go out here. I have no idea. That was a bust, finding anybody in there. Anybody up top here? Now, my biggest memory of here from when I played a million years ago, the OG, just original Skyrim with the DLCs. I always get confused. That one's called Legendary Edition, right? Because it's Legendary, Special, Anniversary. And this is Anniversary I'm playing on. I think that's correct. This is where I practiced. I bought a bunch of spells and I came up here and did conjuration, and I had a bug with a what the hell is he? A Dremora. Those big like demon looking dudes where he was talking a bunch of smack. It was very weird. He was like talking a bunch of smack, and he wouldn't go away. And I wasn't sure like what the like, because he wouldn't go away. And if I'm trying to remember, I think he was hostile against everybody too. So he was causing all kinds of problems. All right, there. I used all the spell books I bought, so I could conjure a foul zombie. That sounds like fun. Alright. This fucking... Ooh. Sorry. Sorry. This freaking spell, man. Rosada. Rosada is a character in Beyond Skyrim Bruma. So that's this character that I'm playing, Nayara, was created for Beyond Skyrim Bruma, which I did that whole series with her. And there's a character named Rosada who sells special spells. And screw it, if you've not seen this, so this is his special zombie spell. Yes. You're reading that correctly. He is a cowardly zombie. He is completely useless. He is just absolutely completely useless. So, and it cost so much to get him. Alright, I don't know. That's where we came out of, right? Alright, so technically if I spawn him, then I
A
have...
calm spirit provides the best.
I do like that guy's voice. I don't know why I came to the map.
That's all.
If I have him spawned, then, sorry, getting distracted. If I have him spawned, then I do have an extra person. I just want to put my swords back on. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, let's try to go in a different place. There were other doors. Let's not go back in the same place that we came from. And we'll find somebody eventually. I know there's at least one person here. At least one. Okay. Load in facing the wall. Okay. Now, we were here briefly once before. So, alright, who are you?
On a smaller scale, the college serves the young and curious mind, providing a base from which he can develop and educate himself on his own.
Okay, shut up.
It's lies. All of it. I don't care what she told you. It's all lies.
What are you talking about?
Feralda, don't act like she didn't say anything. I know her, and I know what she's been up to.
Is there an elven mage here that studies stars? What's your problem with Feralda?
My problem with her? She's the one who has a problem with me. She's threatened by me, by my skill as a wizard, by my elegance and posture, by my superior good looks. But she is not going to get the better of me. Oh no, I won't let it get to me one bit. That's what she's after. She's trying to undermine my confidence, make me doubt myself. Well, it won't work, I tell you.
I think it's already working. Is there an elven mage here that studies stars?
Did you say an elf and stars? I hope you don't know what you're asking.
I don't. What is it? What happened? Would you believe I was given a vision? What is it? What happened?
There was an unfortunate incident a few years ago. An elven mage named Nelikar was exiled from the college over it. He's still in town, getting by, applying spells to the people inside the frozen hearth. Disgraceful.
Okay. You use some help?
Well, I suppose I could use a hand with something, yes. Feralda's working on something, and I want to know what it is. I want her notes. You think you could get them for me without her knowing?
Maybe. Isn't that stealing?
Yes. Yes, it is. You have a problem with that? Look, either
really.
you get the notes, or I'll figure out another way to do it. Just come find me if you get your hands on them.
Alright.
Until next time.
Alright, who are you? Olivia?
Greetings.
Wait, I feel like I talked to Olivia. Didn't I talk to Olivia?
Confound it all! This page too! That makes 5 in total. This is unacceptable!
Am I crazy? I think I'm crazy. Is something the matter?
A page from one of these texts, and 4 others, torn right from the spine. I've consulted with Urog's apprentice girl, and she insisted, rather emphatically, that none of these tomes have been checked out for years. I told the girl that wouldn't preclude a thief from browsing the cases.
True. The library's apprentice does seem a bit daft. I don't know who the library's apprentice is. Mistakes happen. You shouldn't be so harsh. Oh, God. So either I'm rude or I'm rude, but in a different way. Well, she's an interesting NPC. I want her to like me, so I'm going to say the mean thing.
I don't blame her, though. It's the head librarian's duty to keep more sensitive texts behind sealed doors. Or perhaps it's the fault of the one who trained him. In either case, the result is the same. It is as I feared. Someone has managed to steal key pages from the writings of Trectus.
No one will miss a few pages from the works of some nameless scribe. Trectus, a forgotten name for a powerful man, founder of the guild. Trectus, the birth name of the mage Shalador. Trectus, you speak of the king of worms? Oh, I don't know any of these things. This is all like heavy lore stuff that I'm not a lore master. I love lore, but I have no idea. Are these any of these right?
Shalador created Labyrinthian, and his imprint echoes across Skyrim. But I speak of another. Trectus is the birth name of Vanus Galarian, former Sigic monk, student of Iachasis, and founder of the Mages Guild.
Well, I got it wrong. That old orc must be drinking on the job again. How his master, Groshrub, made such an obvious error?
It is not an error. It's far more likely that Urag holds an opposing position regarding the substance of these texts. Not to mention a stubborn refusal to recognize that a controversial theory might actually have merit.
What controversial theory do you speak of? I'm interested in how Galarian encoded his text. You carry yourself with some authority. Who are you exactly? What are your thoughts on the College of Winterhold? Let's start here.
The majority of scholars are split between two disparate camps. Some believe the texts are worthless scribbles written by a child, one who had yet to grasp the vastness of his destiny. Others contend that the author is not Vanus himself, but a pretender hoping to profit from the mage's name. Both camps, however, are in agreement that the texts themselves have no intellectual merit.
So why search for them if scholars believe them worthless?
There are some, however, who attribute the text to a different origin. Not the young Trectus, but the elder Vanus Galarian. The theory states that Vanus wrote the text in the guise of his younger self, precisely so that scholars would question its authenticity. By diverting the eyes of those who seek power, it provided an extra layer of security, in addition to the cryptic nature of the text itself.
So that'd be like if I wrote down some like really cool secret information, but I wrote it as if I was my son, people wouldn't, because he's 9, would be like, well, he's just making stuff up, or it's mumbo jumbo or whatever. What exactly is in these texts? I'm interested in, but okay, so let's keep going with this.
I mentioned the pages from 5 separate texts were stolen. This is no coincidence. I'm sure you can divine why.
I'm pretty sure this is who I was supposed to find. I did not reread the comments. I actually tried to go from my memory from once, but I think Olivia was the name of the person I was supposed to find. In here, excuse me. Enough with the quizzes, lady. Just tell me. One for each of the troubadours who brought Valerian to the Sigics. One for each school of magic. One for each member of this. I'm just gonna go with this one.
Exactly. According to the theory, there was purpose to Galarian's decision to divide his childhood journals into 5 parts. Contained within each was a tale that alluded to spells and techniques, authored by a specific school.
How do the schools of magic relate to the text?
It is well known that Galarian's gifts for magic were quite diverse. He could restore a rose to full bloom not long after burning it aflame, all the while fooling the mind into believing its scent had rotted away.
In other words, the spells involve multiple disciplines. Oh, that's interesting.
The theory goes that Galarian was on the verge of completing 5 new spells, one for each school. Spells of such tremendous power that even the immortal armies of Manimarco would countenance their fear.
Manimarco!
Unfortunately, Galarian's obsession with his nemesis deprived him of his patience. Nevertheless, before he embarked on the great battle, he left notes encoded in 5 works, so others could continue his research.
Manimarco is the king of worms, isn't he? Well, that was one of the options from the first choices. I think, if I remember correctly. Do you have any idea who stole the pages?
I have an inkling. I was able to glean some clues based on my interviews of the residents of Winterhold, who seem far more observant of mages than the faculty. I sent my assistant, Jado Ra, to investigate the matter further, but I fear something grave has befallen him.
If you know not the difference between alteration and illusion, you will never craft a spell of either school.
Okay, shush, Daggery. I'll find out what happened to him. Yeah.
Finally, someone with initiative.
Finally!
I need someone to scout the area he was investigating. Your safety is paramount. If the mage in question is at the site, do not attempt to confront him, even if Jado-Ra is in imminent danger.
Why not? Don't we need your assistant alive to find out what he's learned?
The Khajiit is a crafty one. He will leave clues behind even in death. Yet if you sacrifice both your lives, both your efforts will be squandered.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I could kill whoever we're talking about. Just saying. Alright, I'll see what I can find out.
Good. Jado-Ra last left for Solitude, but it is unlikely he is still there. I would start with the caverns near the shoreline. If you find him, and find him well, he may ask for a passphrase.
If he's working undercover, I could see how a passphrase would be useful.
Yes. The problem is, I seem to have forgotten that inscrutable Khajiit word he gave me.
Oh, damn it.
So in exchange, I ask you to tell him this. Tell him how, when I met him, I mocked his whiskers, how they were as black as an Imperial's hair. Tell him that his eyes are so narrow that even when he laughs he looks unhappy. Yet their color still shines as bright as the sun. And if he finds that too sentimental, tell him he was more valuable as a rug. And when he accidentally lights his fur on fire, he would no longer be worth anything to anyone.
Okay, is that... We had more to talk about, though. Looks like the zombie is still alive. Hey.
Greetings.
Yeah, I have more questions for you.
Each book is a cleverly crafted tale that hints towards the ideals of a particular school of magic. However, the overall narrative is unimportant. From what I have gathered in my time here, it seems the school of magic is simply a mechanism. For instance, I found lighting a text with an alteration spell revealed a hidden message written in an ink altered to mimic a human soul. Of course, without the knowledge to light the aura of life aglow, the mage's search would end there. The chain continues until one reaches the destination, the final pages that contain detailed notes on the crafting of a new spell.
May I see the text?
I'm afraid not. The texts are evidence, and the methods Galarian used to encode the journals must undergo further study. Once I have informed Urog of his omission, he will add the works to this library's collection, along with the missing pages, should they be retrieved. If you have scholarly interest, however, I can share with you the 5 tales of Galarian's youth. They are quite interesting.
Let's go to the beginning. Tell me the first story.
As a young child, Galarian's father bought books from smugglers in order to teach his son how to read. As serfs of a minor nobleman, Lord Janess of Solakik-on-Kur, such knowledge was strictly forbidden. Galarian recounted how his father taught him to avert his eyes at every signpost, and to speak with improper diction. Most of all, he warned him not to reference the tales he read, but more importantly, the cities, beasts, and forests contained therein. For the spell would be broken the instant their lord realized the boy knew things his eyes could not see.
Interesting. Tell me about the second one.
Galarian's mother was an old-fashioned woman, one comfortable with her station. She never wanted to deprive Galarian of knowledge. She was, however, fearful of the consequences. A seed of dread was planted in her mind, and grew into a forest of despair. It was only a matter of time before her husband or her child would slip and betray their literacy. In truth, Lord Janess suspected nothing, but in her reality, she saw her husband on the gallows, and through her actions, she made it true.
Oh. Well, that's messed up. Tell me about the third one.
Vanessa's father died from the crime of literacy. He was hung, his body left out for weeks as the sweltering heat bubbled the skin of his fetid corpse.
That's nasty.
The effigy itself was gruesome, but so was the cruelty of Lord Jeunesse. He forced Galarion to scrub the gallows every day, as his father hung lifelessly above him.
No.
He held the lessons of his father close to his heart, and never spoke an indignant word, no matter how callously the nobleman prodded him. However, if one stayed awake past the dead of night, one could hear the violence echoing from the basement of the servants' quarters.
Tell me about the fourth one.
As a child, Vanus Galarion escaped his birth home of Solikik-on-Kur. He simply crept out of his quarters one night and ran. He never stopped running. He had trekked halfway across the Somerset Isle when he reached the shores of Alinor. There was nowhere left to run. Exhausted, he collapsed in a ditch. It is there that a band of troubadours found his body and nursed him back to health. They employed him as an errand boy and gave him food and shelter, and the life he had seemingly lost was somehow returned to him.
And the final one, please.
Vanus Galarion once ran with a group of troubadours. They performed from city to city, regaling crowds with their song and flair. One of them was a former jester, a man with deft hands. From out of the ether he would withdraw a bouquet of flowers or a septum from your ear. However, it was the group as a whole who cast a spell on the young boy, drawing a smile that had been lost to the void.
Interesting.
As you will.
You carry yourself with some authority. Who are you exactly, Olivia?
My name is Olivia Moronin, a former member of the Mages Guild at the Arcane University in Cyrodiil.
Oh!
When the guild disbanded, many of my colleagues regrouped to form the Synod. However, their objectives do not align with the tenets Galarion and the Council established when they founded the guild. Nor do they abide by the teachings we have stood by in the centuries that followed. Theirs is an organization based on cupidity and lust for power.
Alright. Do you think the Synod is responsible for the missing pages? I'm more interested in details of your life. Sounds like my kind of people. I don't need to flirt with everybody, I guess.
I have not ruled that out. Although the Synod seems more interested in securing existing artifacts of power. Galarion's research, while potentially powerful, was still incomplete. There is no guarantee that any of the 5 spells can even be crafted. This is not to imply the documents are not dangerous. The secrecy of Galarion's methods are a substantial indicator of the level of risk. However, the Synod does not have the patience nor the foresight to recognize what these texts represent.
What are your thoughts on the College of Winterhold?
The college itself is a breathtaking wonder, a citadel of knowledge, standing high over the waves of ignorance. It is a fortress of higher thinking, buttressing its residents from the storms of indolence. However, while the students show an alacrity to learn, I am not entirely fond of the professors, who seem far too concerned with their own research.
She said buttressed. What don't you like about their methods?
Although the necessity for research is vital, their failure to involve students in the process is disheartening. Whether it is fear for their safety or disinterest educating them, I cannot brook such a gross disinterest in the instruction of young minds. Only Tofter seems interested in performing his duties responsibly, but I have reservations in the manner with which he carries them.
Okay.
Until next time.
So we got a quest. My zombie is still alive. Alright. Sergius Tyranius. I don't recognize that name.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Okay, so I guess I just don't remember his name. Can you train me in enchanting? Nobody can train me in anything.
You've come to the right place. I'd be happy to teach you.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Nope. Nobody can train me. Nobody can train me. Alright.
Alright, then.
Alright, I know who you are. Mentioned an apprentice of some sort. Is that you, or are you the same lady? You're the same lady. That's my swamp knight. Is there anybody else in this room?
Winterhold, an entire city left to rot, its people no more than mindless wraiths.
Alright, there was mention of a... What time is it? Is it because it's like a weird time? I mean, it's not that late at night. Alright, let's just go. So, if I actually hit the right buttons. Yeah. We'll just go do this. And then we gotta come back anyway. Right? So, when we come back, maybe we'll solve
Keeping busy, Sergius.
more.
As always.
Solve more of the mystery. Alright, yeah, this just brings us right back outside, which is perfect. So we can fast travel away, away, away we go. All the way I went right past it. All the way to the Solitude, and we've been... Oh, it's right by the Thalmor Embassy again. Okay. Well, I guess it kind of makes sense. In the well, then it makes me think the Thalmor... Rothvine... I don't... What is Rothvine Manor? Anyway, I've been there, whatever it is. Go, shorty. It's your birthday. Weapons used by the Dawn Guard do extra damage when attacking vampires. I'm just warming up, you wimpy worm. Even my grandma's stronger than you. You could wrestle my chicken. Alright. And... Oh, it froze for a second. I guess this got scared. Like, how much longer are you going to be around, man? Forever? He's going to be around forever. Alright, let's run over here. So there was actually... Now I'm confused. There was actually a cave. Why did it... Okay. I don't know. Quest marker is a little funky monkey for some reason with this. Because apparently there's a cave over here and I'm supposed to be going in the cave, but the quest marker was by the embassy on the map, but not by the embassy here. Alright, where is the entrance to this cave? Is it up here or is it down? It looks like it might be down. You want to get down? Let's go fight some saber cats. Hit the ground running, makes me feel alive.
Oh, no, you don't.
Who'd you kill over here? Who's this? Guide to thieving. You didn't do so good. Hey!
Rest easy, great fallen.
I do like that guy. That his voice. This one right here. Valgus, the healer. Alright. Well, I guess we're gonna be hopping down the mountain. Yeah, I was singing my Butthole Surfer song and then the game crashed. What the... Jumping down the mountain reminds me of the very first time on the Xbox 360. My son was really young, but he wanted to play, so I just let him out in the wilderness and just kind of let him explore. And somehow, I had created a character that should not have been able to die, just using exploits. Because again, it was on an Xbox 360, but using the enchanting exploit, to basically make it so that way my character was, what's happening over here, invincible for the most part. And I like gone to the bathroom and came back and I was dead. And I was like, how? And he like couldn't explain it to me. He was just like, I don't know. All right, so what's happening here? Who are you?
I'm waiting.
You're waiting for what?
I'm waiting.
You're waiting. What is happening here? I'm confused. Who are you now? Captured criminal. Okay. I don't. So this is definitely an immersive world encounter. I don't really understand what's happening here, though. Who are you? And why is all you say? Why are you only saying I'm waiting? Breeling. I don't.
Need something?
I mean. Okay. I don't know what's happening there. She captured a criminal, I guess. She looked all fancy. I kind of wanted to kill her just because she looked fancy, but she's named, and I don't know who she is.
A cave is here. Animals, bandits, all will be laid to waste.
Yes, we're going to murder them all. I like that we're on the same page with that, Daggery. It's murder for everybody. A little murder for you. A little murder for you. There's a rabbit in here. Alright, that's the exit. Where is everybody? Oh, they're coming in slowly behind me. There's a bunch of rabbits in here. There's a rabbit. Oh, it looks like he's dead. No, that's not a Khajiit. That's a hunter. Alright, well, the hunter's dead. He's got a lot of goodies on him. Alright. Spriggans? Are we doing Spriggans? This feels like a Spriggan place. Oh, you're okay. You're not dead. What's up, my man?
If you are here to finish me, then do it. Don't just stand there gaping.
It feels like a whole mountain of rock is above
Relax. I'm a friend of Olivia Maronin.
Liar. Mr. Merrin will not trust one so green.
She told me you two had a passphrase, a way to recognize a friend. Fine, furball, die in this hollow cave. I hope the bears chew off your face. I guess I'm really tempted to see this. I'm going to say it.
Wait, perhaps this Khajiit was hasty to judge. Master Merrin would have entrusted you with a passphrase to distinguish foe from friend.
She said you were worth more as a rug until you burned yourself. She said you looked unhappy, but your eyes were bright. She said you had whiskers like an imperial. By the twin moons, I like moon sugar. Rin Rirj Yabba's, oh my god, the Jizrini. Not saying those things, don't know what those mean. I'm just gonna start with the first one.
That is a very old mage, I know. You speak true. Which must mean you are a college mage, and my eyes have deceived me once again.
Olivia said you were tracking a group of suspects. Never mind the details. We need you to get to someplace safe. I mean, now give me the information.
Correct. We had interrogated witnesses in Winterhold. Like those at the college, they are very sensitive to mages, and these mages were 3. A child overheard them talking in private. It was but a single word, but it spoke volumes. The word was winking.
Winking? Oh, like winking skeever. I was like, winking? I was like, that's not a thing. Right. There's only one place that could... there's only one place with that name, the Winking Skeever Inn.
The tavern owner there was, as the maester likes to say, careless. They often are. He pointed me in the direction of a room with a rather curious tenant. He never left his quarters, but of guests he had 5 in as many nights. I could not risk entering the room. A cloaking spell is but a justice trick to mages who can detect the essence of life. It is by the luck of the twin moons that I found a friend in an Argonian named Gulam A, whose swift hands found the pockets of his visitors.
How did you get injured?
That is the fault of my own hubris. Gulam A charged a stiff price, but true to his word, what he possessed was worth every septim. The notes he stole contained 5 prospective locations where the mages planned to conduct their separate research. As per Master Marinin's instructions, I was to return to her with this information. I was about to do so when I saw the mage descend from his room.
Who was he?
He was a Dunmer man, with a wisp of thick hair, eyes as hot as the suns of elsewhere, and wings of crimson war paint gliding down his face. In his presence, this Khajiit did not move, could not move, yet all his fur stood on end.
What did you do next?
Perhaps it is the result of being Khajiit, but I followed, and he noticed, and so he led me here. It is only by virtue of Master Marinin's teaching that I managed to hold on to the document.
How did you manage to keep the notes?
I brought many sets of clothes in order to fashion a story. When I met the Dunmer at the inn, I was dressed as a farmer. When I shadowed him here, I came dressed as a thief. The mage assumed the first was a disguise, and the second my true form. Were I not a Khajiit, it is possible he would see past this disguise to the truth. However, like most illusions, the spell works best on those who wish to believe.
You were lucky. Now get up, fool. You aren't dead yet. Alright, I still wanted to ask more questions, but I guess now I've hit a point where I can't. So let's get you someplace safe.
No, I am afraid this cat has exhausted all of its lives. However, if you would be so kind, perhaps you would be willing to listen to a dying Khajiit final request.
Of course.
When I was but a beggar, there was a Khajiit female who provided me with alms. She was a poor farmer, but wealthy with kindness. Such was her kindness that she considered my bread. While others tossed their septims with disdain, she traded their alms for petty magic tricks. I still remember how her ears perked up ever so softly whenever I would conjure an orb of light in my palm. It was during one of these tricks that Master Marinin recognized my talents. Finally, I thought, this Khajiit will earn some real respect. No one was more proud of me than the farmer. Yet in the months that followed, I changed. Suddenly it was I who could not associate with her.
You were young and ambitious. It was wrong, but you know better now. You're a horrible beast!
You would not be so kind if I were not dying, I presume. She was much the same. She could have been angry with me, but instead she granted my wish. Many times I would pass her on the street and say nothing. My eyes told her all she needed to know, and nothing she wanted to hear.
I could find her for you. I could find her and tell her how little you've I could find her for you.
No, that is not necessary. You see, on some nights you could stare at the twin moons sitting in the heavens like a pair of mismatched eyes. She told this foolish beggar that if one Khajiit prayed to Mesa and another prayed to Secunda, They could communicate through the stars. Her moon was Secunda, and mine Macer. So my final request is this. The next time you look at the night sky and see the moons in flight, tell her I'm sorry, and I never had a better friend or a kinder one.
Oh, I'd be honored to.
Your words warm my heart. This Khajiit thanks you dearly, but we are not done yet. There is still the business of the nodes, yes?
What teachings are you...
Is this cave?
What teachings are you referring to?
Mr. Merrin once said that the greatest illusions require no spell. I had once resented the fact that people assumed I was a simple thief. My skills were such that I had earned an apprenticeship under a celebrated mage, yet still people clutched their coin purses in my presence. When I addressed my concerns to Master Merrin, she called me a furry fool. That I was, on both counts. She made me realize that their perception of me was nested. Make them clutch their purse, she said, instead of their shield.
Alright. I'll take the notes to, Olivia.
Thank you, friend. With that, this cat can rest easy. Tell Olivia not to blame herself. Her teachings did not fail me. They are what gave this poor beggar a reason to live, and honor in death.
I mean, bro, I could probably given you a health potion or a spell or... Alright. This episode is full of a lot of like little sad things. Saying goodbye to... It would have been cool if I could have recruited, what was the name? Arlwyn? Her ghost? If I have a ghost companion. But that was sweet. This was kind of sweet. The writers for interesting NPCs are very, very good. You know, a lot of these are just like smaller stories, but they do a good job of making you care about these characters, even with the smaller stories. Now, there is a cave. This is the cave I tried to get to once before and failed miserably. I keep trying to just detect every location I can while I'm out and about. So since there's a cave over here, anything going on the road? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, let's see if we can detect whatever this is, and then we'll fast travel back to the College of Winterhold. Talk to Olivia, and then sounds like we're going to 5 different places. To fight 5 different mages, and then there's like a boss mage. Alright, where is this place? Broken Ore Grotto. That sounds like a place where there'll be like pirates or something. Arr, matey. Alright, where are we going? Back to the College of Winterhold. I got the notes. Your friend died. Sorry I couldn't give him a health potion or heal him or anything. It was a scripted death. Nothing I could do about that. So something to talk about besides that, this episode is not sponsored by Mountain Dew Code Red. Taste the rainbow. Softens your hands while you do dishes. My second favorite dew. After the Baja. The Baja must flow. Alright, we're saying straight? Oh, because I gotta go up.
Your skin's as pale as the
I'm...
snow. You scared of sunlight or something?
Red guard, god damn it. Who are you?
What you learn here will last you a lifetime.
Yeah, whatever.
Several if you're talented.
You ain't teaching me nothing, son. Nobody... What's happening? Oh, that's... Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's that quest. No, thank you. Oh. Okay, that was weird. Where is she? Over there, okay. Anything I could steal? Alright.
Greetings.
Alright, yeah, I have news for you. Don't worry. I'm just taking a quick spin around again because I thought there was supposed to be somebody else in here, and again, I don't see anybody else in here.
Hey, watch it!
You
Greetings.
watch it. Alright.
You've been spending a fair bit of time with Sergius lately.
Don't like those eyes you've got.
Oh my god.
What?
There's a
Why
bad
the
hunger to
audacity?
them.
How dare you imply such a thing?
Calm down. Why are you overreacting? I was going to ask if the two of you are collaborating on research.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, yes.
Greetings.
We have been working on something together.
This is why I avoid being social.
I have news regarding your assistant.
Well done. What have you learned?
He's dead. I'm afraid Jadro Ra is dead.
That is unfortunate.
Oh,
He was a good mage.
Not really.
Were you able to procure any information at all?
What I was looking for.
I was. That's a little callous. He died in your service. How he was foolish. He disobeyed your orders and went after the mage. You're right. He was a good mage. Who's pushing me?
There were those who questioned my wits when I showed up with that beggar. Yet I do not judge those on their beginnings, regardless of how humble. I did not err in selecting Jadro Ra as one of my students, nor making him my assistant. I can only hope I have not failed him as an instructor. Apropos of that, you still have not addressed the question of the missing pages.
He was able to procure these notes.
Let me see those. This is precisely what we needed. You have done admirably, as did my assistant in delivering these to you. Now that you are entrenched in this matter, I have no doubt that you are the only one capable of pursuing it to the end. This is far more perilous than the previous job, but I believe you will reward my confidence in you.
Alright, what comes next?
As you may have guessed, the 5 locations listed are likely secluded areas where the mages can conduct their individual research. One mage for each school of magic. To defeat them will require skill and cunning, and an understanding of the strengths and weaknesses of each art. The notes will provide their locations, and you can consult me for any advice regarding their procurement. Do you have any questions before you go?
I mean, that all sounds really cool, the idea of this quest. But unfortunately, because of the way that I play, I'm just going to run up and chop them with a sword. But yeah, I have questions regarding the different schools of magic.
Indeed you must. I will offer any assistance I can.
Tell me about conjurers. Tell me about boom, 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 boom. I guess we'll start. We'll go in order. So we'll just do conjurers.
It is a mistake to assume the conjurer hides behind the beasts he summons. For such a mage can conjure a dagger as easily as a Dremora. There are those who conjure Atronox to support them from the rear, whereas others will conjure bows to lend aid to their armies. When you enter their chamber, take note of the bodies strewn about, as they are weapons hoisted on a rack, to be retrieved at the time of battle. However, like any weapon, they are slaves to the one who wields them, and are as much a tool as they are a foe.
Who you calling a tool? Alright. Yeah, we'll do, like I said, we'll do one at a time. Oh, wait. What if it... Alright. What if I can't get back in here? Ooh.
Are you looking for any specific volumes, Travis?
Oh, no.
Alright, we'll do them all.
An illusionist attacks the mind. He plays the drums of courage and fear to convince both you and the bandits that they are invincible. Illusion can fool your eyes, become your heart's greatest desire, but it cannot fool all the senses, and that is where you will find truth. However, the greatest illusion is not the product of any spell. It is the doubt one has in the efficacy of illusion magic. Do not underestimate the illusion mage. That is my advice to you.
Destruction.
The name destruction implies havoc, and while such magic is capable of immense damage, it is not as inelegant as one might presume.
Not really.
Lightning, ice, and fire. Each element has applications beyond the inflicting of pain. A bolt of lightning can disarm a trained mage, sapping him of his magicka. The swiftest runner will find it difficult to wade through briars of ice. Flames will turn your own tunic into a weapon, draining your health as it burns through your skin. To defeat a master of destruction magic, one must use their wards wisely, for there is more than just health one must account for.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, yes. We have...
Alright, alteration.
To know that reality is a falsehood is the essence of alteration magic. While illusion affects only the caster and the target, alteration is to change the very fabric of our world, so that all are affected. Alteration can be used to blind your opponent with mage light, or turn your flesh into steel. It is a magic that prevents stealth, as a mage can detect your presence while cloaking his own. Alteration does not have an offensive spell. What it does is use endurance as a weapon. Whether it be with potions of health, stamina, or magicka, one must be prepared for a long fight.
Well then. Let me know if you...
And finally, restoration.
The most infuriating of opponents. For every blow you strike, every spell you cast, is nullified by their unyielding ability to heal. Moreover, when such a mage is surrounded by powerful warriors, their strength grows by leaps and bounds, as all are healed that stand beside him. Such a mage will confine himself into a small area, to increase the efficacy of his healing spell. However, this tactic provides an opening. Just as many can be healed, many can be damaged. And the cost of restoration is far greater than destruction.
That's all I needed to know.
No,
very well.
Not really.
Return to me if you seek my counsel.
I've forgotten what I was looking for.
Well then. Let me know if you need anything.
What's that? Oh, yes, thank you.
All right, so who's that cutie that was pushing me out of the way? Where'd she go?
Services are one of the few things that
There she
keep
is.
us in touch with the rest
I don't recognize
of
you.
Skyrim.
Let me know if there's anything else you need. I wish Master Jarvis would make his books visible before returning them. Every time I approach him about an overdue book, it's the same story.
Any interesting rumors?
Just the one. Let's just say Neri and Faralda are having Sergius enchant more than just items.
What? It seems Sergius has much to teach all of us, but he's so old.
Neri and Faralda are Altmer. They may not look it, but Sergius is probably half their age.
Keeping busy, Sergius.
As always,
do you work here in the library?
I'm Mr. Groshov's apprentice. While I've been trained in the library arts, at the moment, my duties are rather limited.
Why is that?
There isn't much that Master can't handle already. I'm more of an understudy, someone who takes over if and when he retires. Which, at this rate, will be anywhere between someday and never.
You don't think you'll ever be librarian?
No, and it's not an exaggeration. I know Master Groshob looks old, well, because he is. Way too old for an orc. The rumor around here is that he's immortal, as in, he measures time by the era. Which means, unless I start a competing library, I'm stuck being an apprentice forever.
Competing library sounds like a great idea.
Well, I meant it as a joke, but if you say so.
What are your responsibilities as an apprentice?
Recently, I've been tasked with updating the college dictionary, which is a thankless but important job. Dictionaries are critical tools for preserving language, and they allow future generations to communicate with their ancestors.
That sounds like a lot of work, boring work. Isn't a dictionary more or less static? I don't know.
Not necessarily. Master says spoken language is a living, breathing organism, always evolving and shedding old skin. In contrast, the written word is both living and dead. It's filled with babies and grandparents. My job is to introduce you to them.
Have you run into any difficulties with updating the dictionary?
Just one. In the interest of efficiency, Master insists that I only make updates when there are at least 10 new words worth adding. Well, if he's going to be so rigid about it, I'm going to speed the process by developing some of my own.
That sounds a bit unethical. Ooh, making up words is fun. Can I help? Can you give me an example of a newly crafted word? Can I help?
As much as I appreciate it, only a trained librarian is allowed to introduce new words into the annals.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. You know how people use animals as verbs or gerunds? Like ferreting out or squirreling about or wolfing down? Well, I thought, why not apply the same logic to trolls? I find trolls to be very fierce, but honest creatures. The way I see it, trolling could mean stating your opinion, but with honesty and passion. You know, the same way a troll fights.
Are you trolling me right now? Oh, snap, that's funny.
Well, sort of, I think.
That was... Can we do that
Sure.
again?
You know how people use animals? Well, the way I see it, trolling could mean stating your opinion. Great. Try using it at the tavern so it can grow organically. Pretty soon, everyone will start parroting it, because that's how trends work.
Tell me, after all that, tell me about the library.
The Arcanium is a very prestigious library, with many of its books going back to the Second Era. The more delicate tomes are kept under lock and key, but you're welcome to browse the outer collection at your leisure.
My leisure? Can any of the books be bought?
Master Groshob has a list of books unfit for the collection. Frivolous works by academic standards, but still interesting reads. Talk to him if you want more information.
All right. She's cute and
All right,
entertaining.
then.
I like her. I don't like you, though. Big...
I wonder if the librarian at Cyrodiil leaves all the cleaning duties to a single apprentice.
Big jerkin. You got anything
You
to
are
sell?
now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge.
I know.
It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs.
Okay.
Now, do you require assistance?
I just want to know what you got for sale, man. What you got for sale?
I have a few things laying around that weren't worth adding to the collection. You may look through them.
Thanks. Do you have any spell books? I couldn't remember if he sold spells or not. The answer is no. He does not sell spells. And he does actually have a book I don't have. That's weird. Okay. What's this?
Until next time.
Who's Sorens? What? Find and tame the unicorn? What is happening? There was a unicorn in Oblivion and I had to kill it, and that made me very upset. Okay, what is this now? Journal of Soren Harkinson, Wildlife Scholar. In my duty to document all living creatures in Skyrim, the long-lost unicorn has never been far from my mind. It is said that long ago, the very last of his kind was sacrificed to Hyricon. Yes, I did that in Oblivion, 100%. However, rumors of sightings in Tamriel have surfaced in recent times. Indeed, while the claims echo mostly from taverns in late hours, one can wonder at the validity of such claims. I've chronicled the habitats of mud crabs and rabbits long enough. This old man is quite ready for something a little bit more interesting. I've spoken with several hunters who swear by the divines that they have seen a unicorn during their travels. All I've tried to approach it for a closer look or to take it as a prize, but it has evaded them all. I continue my research with skepticism. If this is indeed true, how could this be? Was the last unicorn not truly the last, or is it some other force at work? While studying the mating habits of salmon, I'm just making up words now. While studying the mating habitats of salmon is certainly enlightening, I have become quite obsessed with my pursuit of the elusive unicorn. I spoke with a hostler who said that during one of his horse taming expeditions he saw something that closely resembled the fabled unicorn, though he was unsure. He is a man of great integrity, so I took his word in good faith. I decided then to speak with Tolfdir at the College of Winterhold. Being a wise man with deep knowledge of such things, I hoped he might have some insight. I was correct in my assumption. According to Tolfdir, the Sigic Order have appeared from time to time throughout history to assist with situations they believe are extremely important. While he cannot personally say for certain he believes they may have intervened after the last unicorn was sacrificed, transporting another through time in order to set right what they believed was a wrongdoing. So they're acknowledging the fact that killing the unicorn in Oblivion was some nonsense. I am more motivated than ever to see this creature with my own two eyes. The last sighting of the unicorn was rumored to be in a dense forest area near Riften. As old as I am, an energy filled my bones that I haven't felt since I was a young man. I hiked up to the ridge of the mountains there and set up a very small camp. I was cautious not to set any fires or to make much noise, lest I scare it away. After waiting 2 nights through the morning, its early fog, I finally saw the majestic creature for the first time. I still cannot believe my own two eyes. It lingered long enough for me to see it clearly, its brilliant coat and distinct horns shimmering in the morning light. I watched its movements for nearly 30 minutes, enough time to draw a rough depiction for my library. This is absolutely the crowning achievement of my scholarly life. I decided to turn this information over to the College of Winterhold rather than publish it to the general population. I would like to ensure this creature remain protected, and I believe they are most capable of such a task. Well, that was just sitting there.
I'm sorry. It's just the professors come in here and scatter the books without any concern for the person who has to clean up. I thought it might be more efficient if I waited until the end of the day to put the books back on the...
Telekinesis arrows. This spell tome will teach its reader unique art of telekinesis arrow, giving both a lesser power and the knowledge to craft these special arrows. Upon firing the arrow, one will find it to be suspended frozen air until the telekinesis arrow lesser power is cast, upon which the volley will be released. This is weird. There's all kinds of interesting things on his desk that I was not expecting. It appears that only a certain number of arrows can be suspended in the air at one time. Attempting to fire any more than 10, they are simply returned to the archer's quiver. While suspended, one can pluck them from the air, however. Upon making contact, these arrows lose their magical power and cannot be retrieved. As they contain magical properties of their own, they appear to be impervious to enchantments from the bow they are fired from.
Elves.
Okay. And shall I be forced to wait until the end of the day as well?
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Oh,
I don't want to steal.
Clear?
You know what?
What are you doing that for?
Because you're making me angry. So I'm going to throw your stuff around.
I heard in the Dark Brotherhood they assign a listener just so people can vent their problems.
I don't want to steal, but I do kind of want to know what's in this chest. But there's especially with her sitting right there, and Dogry right behind me, pushing me. Alright, so I'm very excited to do this quest with the 5 different mages. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And then, like I said, then I assume that there's going to be... And then now we have a quest for finding a unicorn. So, never did that before. That's not vanilla. I don't know if that's, again, what that is or where that came from. If this is part of, this doesn't feel like an interesting NPC, so I guess maybe just an anniversary edition. I don't know. So I'm sure somebody will explain it to me. But with all that being said, I guess we'll wrap it up here in the library. I love libraries. I've bought entirely too many new books recently and have no room to put them anywhere. But with all that being said, this has been Interesting NPCs. I am Loki the Mad Titan. I bid you adieu. Goodbye and good night, NPCs. Thank you so very much for watching. Please subscribe or I will send my cowardly zombie to your house for dinner. Have a good night. See ya.